Who is a U.S. citizen? Even though most people know whether or not they are a U.S. citizen, understanding who does or does not constitute a U.S. citizen requires analysis of U.S. federal laws and regulations. United States citizens include all persons born in the United States of America, pursuant to Amendment XIV, Section 1, Clause 1 of the U.S. Constitution. This is the case regardless of the tax or immigration status of an individual's parents. Furthermore, a person born outside the United States may also be a U.S. citizen at birth if at least one parent is a U.S. citizen and has lived in the United States for a specified period. One should refer to United States Citizenship and Immigration website for more detailed information on citizenship for persons born outside the United States to a U.S. citizen parent or parents. Meanwhile, a foreign-born individual may become a U.S. citizen through the process of naturalization. The naturalization process is only available to individuals who are at least 18 years old when they apply, able to read, write, and speak basic English, depending on age, and of good moral character, as well as being in one of these categories: a lawful permanent resident green card holder of 5 years, married to a U.S. citizen and lawful permanent resident for 3 years, a U.S. military service member, active duty or veteran, or the child of a U.S. citizen. The U.S. naturalization process also requires the individual complete a series of active steps, including preparing and filing Form N-400, application for naturalization, with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, along with the required fees, going to a biometric appointment if required, successfully completing an interview with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, which typically includes taking the 2008 U.S. naturalization test, consisting of a civics test on U.S. history and government and an English test, and taking the U.S. oath of allegiance. Meanwhile, a U.S. citizen may renounce or lose their citizenship and thereby cease to be a U.S. citizen. Renouncing U.S. citizenship proceeds by way of an oath of renunciation of U.S. nationality abroad, pursuant to the Immigration Nationality Act, Section 349, Sub-A, Sub-5, which provides that a U.S. citizen may make a formal renunciation of nationality before a diplomatic or consular officer of the United States in a foreign state, in such form as may be prescribed by the Secretary of State. A U.S. citizen might also lose their U.S. citizenship as outlined in Section 349 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, which sets out 7 potential expatriating acts which, if performed voluntarily and with the intention of relinquishing U.S. nationality, may provide a legal basis for the U.S. government to approve a U.S. national's properly completed request for a certificate of loss of nationality of the United States. 1. Obtaining naturalization in a foreign state on one's own application after the age of 18. 2. Taking an oath or making an affirmation or other formal declaration of allegiance to a foreign state or its political subdivisions after the age of 18. 3. Entering or serving in the armed forces of a foreign state engaged in hostilities against the United States, or serving as a commissioned or non-commissioned officer in the armed forces of a foreign state. 4. Accepting employment with a foreign government after the age of 18 if A. one has the nationality of that foreign state, or B. an oath or declaration of allegiance is required in accepting the position. 5. Formally renouncing U.S. nationality before a U.S. diplomatic or consular officer in a foreign state. 6. Formally renouncing U.S. nationality while in the United States. 7. If convicted of performing an act of treason against the government of the United States or for attempting by force to overthrow or bear arms against the government of the United States. These are the very basic legal parameters of being a United States citizen, with the recognition that there are further nuances and specifications that need to be navigated and understood through the legal analysis of the pertinent legislation, regulations, and their interpretation. We welcome you to subscribe to our channel for more informative and instructive videos, as well as learning about our international legal practice. Thank you.